Welcome back, everybody, to Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour. Once again, Kathy and I are joining you for some excitement, some questions, some games.
I mean, Susan, is this the best part of your day?
I'm telling you, I enjoy it. I do. I really do.
If any of you have any questions, we love to laugh. We love to answer your fan questions. And you know what? If you want us to answer your question, you have to write and submit it. And the way you're going to do those is go to bachelornation.com/golden hour and submit away 1, 2, 3. However many questions you want to ask, submit away.
Send us everything, your questions, your updates, and your comments, whether you agreed with what we talked about. And I love that part, because not everybody agrees on everything. Right. We want your updates, all of it. You can also DM us on Instagram at Bachelor Happy Hour.
Okay, Susan, are you ready? We're going to get into the episode, really, because we have a lot to cover today, lots of questions.
Okay.
Let's start with our question of the day, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Ready? What is the best way to navigate having an argument with your significant other while you're in public with friends? I can answer this for Susan. She carries a mini baseball bat in her purse that extends.
No, see, what I don't like is my whole attitude change. You could see it in my eyes, on my face. Yeah. True. But the best way would be just shut your mouth until you get out of here.
So my husband and I used to have a look like if we.
Should be a code word.
Well, it wasn't even a code word. It was like my eyes would get big and I would look at him like, don't do this.
Are you not serious right now?
Yeah. I would never say it. I would just give him a look. Mm-hmm. And honestly, sometimes it was a little strained and then we'd have the argument. But folks, if you're out there and you think it's ever a good idea to argue, there is no navigating an argument in public.
No.
Don't do it. It's bad form. It will make your friends and everyone else feel uncomfortable.
And it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. Don't bring your problems into your friend's realm, right?
Mm-mm.
I mean, do you
Absolutely.
agree?
Yes, I do agree. I don't think it's a time or place to do it, but I also feel like it ruins the night or the day, whatever you're doing. It's just ruined until you can
For
talk
everyone
about
or
it.
just you?
When it's happening and you're not having the argument yet and you're trying to keep from having an argument, it's ruining it for me. And
yes, but isn't that better than ruin it for,
all screaming fight in front of people? Absolutely
No.
not.
I'm saying, let's just, like when you and I were in St. Martin, let's just say, I mean, we're, you aren't my significant other, but we're friends. Let's just say you and I had a disagreement. Would you really, when we're out with all our friends that we've made in St. Martin, would you have ever gotten into, never, we wouldn't do it.
I'd whisper, we'll talk about this when we get home.
Or I would give you my Kathy look, and we know each other now, like, right? Yeah. So people don't do it. It's never good form. It ruins friendships.
You know what else, Kathy? You've witnessed, I know I have, couples arguing in front.
So
I've been in the back seat of the car where I won't mention their name, two of my dear friends, and we're on our way to lunch or dinner at a restaurant and they're going back and forth. I jump in.
Yes, because you know why you jump in?
Because
you know
it's
why
uncomfortable.
Because exactly, and you're trying to make it copacetic. You're trying to smooth everything over.
Right.
And of course that never works.
No.
Right?
No. And then I feel the one that's picking on the other one, and I'll call that. And the other one says,
I don't like it. I don't like. I actually have been in those situations. You know what I do? I leave. I say, you know what? I'm telling you, when you were as married as long as I was, if that happened, and it did happen a few times with us, I would look at my husband and say, Daryl, oh my God, I just got a text. The babysitter is sick. We got to go. Oh yeah. I didn't care if they knew I was lying or not, or I'm out. I'm not doing it.
Are you an Irish goodbye girl?
I have become an Irish goodbye girl because I get very sad saying goodbyes.
It takes too long.
Well, I told you we've had this conversation before. I am always grateful to be invited to a party or a wedding or whatever. So I always make sure I say thank you to the person, but I don't go around table. Well, I'm leaving now. I will go up to the host and say, thanks, I've got to run. It's been wonderful. And then I make a beeline for the door.
I hear you.
All right.
All right,
Are we,
if you
you
wanna
ready to
get
do some
into
fan
our
questions? Here we go.
Fan questions for today.
Oh, Susan, please take the first one and
I'm
make
going to
it a
take
good
the
one.
first one, and it's from Marissa. She's 29, and she writes, "Hey, Golden Ladies, I'm getting married in a few months, and I need some
Yay.
thoughts on if this situation with my fiance is weird.
Oh.
We were going through our shot list with our photographer, and he wanted to make sure he had a first look shot with his mom because she's keeping her dress
Jesus.
a surprise from him until the big day."
Wait.
Ah,
Sorry. I'm dying over this question. Keep going. I'm sorry.
I am an only child, so I don't know what boys' relationships are like with their moms. But I know you both have sons, so I'm hoping you can help. I feel like the first look should only be something that the bride and groom do on our wedding day. Is it weird he wants to do one with his mom, or is it sweet? Excited to hear your thoughts.
I want to be that generous, loving, can see things all ways person. But Marissa, no. This is your wedding day. Mom, back off. I'm sorry. I really, as I get older, Susan, you know, we've talked about this. I'm much more of a go along to get along girl. So I wouldn't argue it. A first look, no one's going to see it. You know, I wouldn't make a case of
Only
it.
they know it. Yeah.
Exactly. Only they know it. So let it go. Do I think it's weird? That was your question. I think it's very
It's
weird.
different. It is different, but also a mom must feel damn good in that dress.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
she
why I
wants
just
to
said do it.
surprise her
It's a-
son. He obviously has flattered her or complimented her along the way. So let them have their moment. Not first. You're first.
Yeah,
You're first now.
Not only that, I'm
Marissa is
saying it's a
first.
moment. It's not
is.
the first
For them.
dance.
For
It's
them.
let them. You know, it's not like they're doing it in front of your wedding party and your guest list.
Right.
So let them have their first thing.
You know, the mother-son dance, all that. That she deserves that too, right?
I mean, I will tell you, and as everyone knows now, my son. Oh, wait, can I just say, Kyle and Candy's anniversary is Saturday, their first anniversary.
Yeah.
So I'm giving a shout out to them. Susan married them
Yeah.
1 year ago today. She was not today, but in Saturday, it was the officiant. So happy anniversary to them. But
Happy
I'm here to
anniversary.
tell you, the thought never crossed my mind.
For your
ever.
first look.
No. And I looked great, but you know
look-
what? The
yes,
day
you
was
did.
all about Candy and Kyle.
It is about them, but if they have that kind, don't make a fuss.
No, don't make a fuss, but
And
let
don't
me
resent
wait.
her for it.
Wait, so you just took the thought right out of my brain. What if this is just the beginning, the harbinger of the
I
relationship?
thought of that too, Kath. I
So-
did.
oh
Like,
my
what
God,
are you
we're
getting
agreeing
yourself
again.
into today?
So no, but so what do you think about that? Like, you know, how that may be setting the scene for their life.
He's a
I
mommy's
think the
boy.
bigger question, Marissa, is are you in a threesome with his mother? I'm just saying, you know,
But
make
it's his
sure.
idea. She says, "Is it
That's
weird?"
my point.
He
It's
wants
his
to
idea.
do.
I just said.
Mm.
So is he going to say, Mom has to come for dinner every Sunday night? Mom wants to go on vacation with us. I think the wedding picture, I'm just saying, see, you know, pay attention to where this is going.
I
Let
think
him do
it's
the
sweet.
picture.
Let her think it's sweet.
It is sweet.
Okay.
It is sweet, but I'm just saying, wouldn't you want to kind of pay attention to
Well,
their
keep your eyes
relationship?
open. Keep your eyes open. But she just wants a first look for her son
No,
and
he
her at the
does.
moment.
He
Whatever.
wants it. He wants the first look.
No,
Anyway,
because she's not showing him the dress. It's a surprise. Wait, from him. Wait a minute. First look shot with his mom because she's keeping her dress a surprise from him.
and he wanted to make sure he had a first look shot with his mom.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing it for his mother.
Because he loves his mom. You got
Or mommy's overbearing.
Now, sometimes.
I
but
know I'm
no.
going to take heat for this. I'm just saying,
Yep.
take the photograph, let the mother have her moment in the sun.
And we want to see the picture. I want to see the dress.
Yeah, I want to see the picture and just make sure he knows mom is not coming to dinner every Sunday. Unless it's my son. And then Kyle, I'll be over at 6:00 every Sunday. All right. Let's
thanks
move on.
for writing in.
Okay. Let us know how the wedding goes. And by the way, congratulations. Hope you have
Yes.
a fabulous wedding.
I thought online degrees weren't as respected, but WGU
is $396.
So you can start when you're ready.
Visit the bond betrayal of Hippocrates Plus. Visit
We have lived together for almost 4 years now. So and I'm 27 years.
ES. Download now and transform your practice.
Okay. Hannah writes, hi, Kathy and Susan. Love your podcast. My name is Hannah and I'm 27 years old. My fiance and I have been together 6 years in January. And lately he's mentioned how we don't interact with each other that much anymore. We have lived together for almost 4 years now. So we obviously spend a lot of time together. And I feel that's why we have lost a lot of interaction. I don't get that. We spend a lot of our time together watching our TV shows. When we go out to eat, we don't have much to talk about, so we just sit on our phones. I don't want this to break us up because I really do love him and want to spend the rest of my life with him. What can we do to get our interaction back to what it used to be? What says you, Susan?
This is not good. Not good because it was just a week ago. I was out. And I was looking around, not on my phone, and I was looking at this couple. They were obviously on vacation together, and there was no conversation. And I thought, how sad. You got to talk about something. I don't care if you're being annoying. Talk about something.
She says, what can we do to get our interaction back to what it used to be? Let me give you a couple 1, 2, 3s. Put your phones down.
Mm-hmm.
Don't bring your phones, put them in your pocket and say, we're not having any phones. That would be one idea. Another idea would be do something that you don't typically do. Go hiking if you've never hiked before. Put some spice
It'll be something
back
to talk about when you're out of breath.
Yeah, put some spice back into your relationship. The fact that you said we obviously spend a lot of time together. You know what you're missing there? You're saying quality time. Quality time, Hannah. Yeah. What are you guys doing together? If you're taking each other for granted, that is not going to bode well for a marriage. Mm-mm. So I would encourage you.
And shock value, too. I would talk about something sexy or I bought something. Wait, do you see it on me? Just get a little rise, get his interest.
Is everything always about sex with you?
No. I said do something fun first. Go for a hike. And when you're out of breath, tell him you can't breathe. I mean, that's conversation. Or you break your wrist.
That I'm just saying, I think the red flag here for me is she said we obviously spend a lot of time together.
They live together.
And I feel like that's why we have lost a lot of interaction. Let me say to you, Hannah,
mundane
when you're married,
yeah.
It can, you have things to do. You have kids to raise, jobs to do, houses to clean, laundry to do. Mm-hmm. But you better be finding time for each other and making each other feel special, or that relationship is doomed. Do you agree, Susan?
I totally agree with you. Again, we agreed.
I don't know. What the hell? So, what can you do to get your interaction? Get some spark, change it up, put the phones down, take a weekend together.
And think about what I just said. I was sitting in the restaurant watching people, and there was no interaction, and it was boring, and that's not who you want to be. You need to put some kind of a spark conversation. I don't care if you're talking about the next door neighbor, but talk.
Well, did you hear the one thing here is he mentioned her fiance, Hannah's fiance, we don't interact with each other that much anymore. And so if he's saying that is game. He's giving you a warning there, Hannah.
Yes, he is.
You better figure it out and figure it out together how you're going to put that spice back.
They watch all those TV shows together. You could talk about the show. I mean, or say,
I got to say,
you just talk. I mean, silence is okay.
Do you think watching TV every night together is a good relationship?
No, not every night. But some people work hard. They come home, they eat, they're tired, and they put on the TV till they go to bed.
Yeah, you know what they need to do? Take a 10-minute walk together and talk about their day.
Yeah.
What was important to you? How you feeling?
Yes.
Make them feel special. These are things I've learned in my life. And so, Hannah, I get it. You're 27.
And invite other people even sometimes, change it up. Have another couple join you.
For what?
Talk.
Oh, okay.
Talk.
Just checking.
Step up your game. Make
step
yourself
up your
a little
game,
more
Hannah.
interesting. Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Let us know how it goes. We wish you the best. He sounds like a good guy. You sound like a great girl,
Yeah.
but you got to work. Relationships take
It
work,
takes
Hannah.
work. Nobody
all
says
take
that
work.
when you get married. It's a job. It's
Yeah.
a job.
It takes work.
You got to keep
So
each
I hope
other.
that you guys regain and refine
Mm.
what brought you together and rekindle that love and attraction that you found. And let us know.
Absolutely.
Please let us know.
You got this, girl. Okay, the next one's from Anonymous. Hi, ladies. I feel really embarrassed asking this, but I really feel like you guys can help. I've been with my boyfriend for 6 years and I love him so much. Lately, our sex life has been slipping. I haven't been able to work out due to some health issues I've been dealing with. So I've gotten really insecure and down about my body. I also take antidepressants, so my sex drive is really low. Basically, I never want to have sex, and it's starting to affect my relationship. What do you suggest I do to break out of this rut? I'm still extremely attracted to my boyfriend. I don't know what it is, though. When he goes to initiate, I just never want to. I miss having that form of intimacy in my relationship. So any advice would be much appreciated. Thank you. Oh, that one breaks my heart.
It's so sad, but I the first thing that came to my brain was fake it till you make it.
Mm-hmm.
Have sex even if you're not interested.
Mm-hmm.
But then I
that's
thought,
different too, though. They know.
well, men, seriously,
Maybe
if they're
change
getting
the
it, Susan, they're
antidepressants.
happy.
Talk to
Huh?
the doctor. Change the antidepressants.
Yep.
I don't know how old you are, but hormones. There's. I would Google it too.
I don't think she's been with her boyfriend for 6 years. I don't think that we're talking about it.
No.
I don't think Anonymous is an older person. I don't.
Maybe,
but
try something different, like something that
sex toys?
that he can turn you on with, whether it's a sex toy or something that's going to stimulate you differently than how it's been. Yeah.
I mean, I
womanizer.
think sex drive comes and goes.
It does.
You're not, but I also think antidepressants, there's certain medications,
Yes,
there's no
that would
question about it,
definitely.
reduce sex drive. There's no
Yes.
question. So I think Susan's right. Go and talk to your doctor. In the short term, sex is an intimate. It's part of a relationship, and it's if he's interested in having sex and you're not, that is going to hurt your relationship.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes, it is. And you don't want a monotonous sex life either, that it's the same way every time.
Yeah.
Change it up.
Yeah, but she's saying she doesn't want to have sex when he initiates. And
Yeah, I
that's so
know.
funny you said that, Susan, because she said, what do you suggest I do to break out of this rut? You're not in a rut. You don't want to have sex. Call it what it is.
Yeah,
you don't
first
want to
of
have
all,
sex. You need
get
to get
more-
some help about increasing your sex drive,
Your
how
libido. Yeah.
your libido.
And go back to the gym and you're feeling really insecure and down about your body. He's obviously not complaining. Feel sexy in your own skin. I mean, it's easy to say, but start saying your affirmations in the mirror at night, put it out to the universe.
I have a
Try
sexy body.
something. but
I have
try.
a sexy body. I have a sexy
I
body.
am worthy. I am wealthy. I am wise.
All right. We are, I listen, Anonymous, I think you've got to get some medical help, maybe some therapist help.
Change some
That's
things,
not our strong suit here, but I think that you are right that it is starting to affect your relationship. So go and talk to your doctor, talk to a therapist, maybe a sex therapist, maybe fake it till you make it, but you got to try something different from what you're doing, because if you keep doing what you've
you're
been doing,
it's
you're going to
gonna
keep
end
getting
bad.
what you've been getting. Okay. Now, are you ready,
Game
Susan?
time.
It's called Makeup or Breakup.
Ooh.
And we're gonna play this just you and me together, girlfriend.
Okay.
We're gonna take turns reading hypotheticals.
Mhm.
And then we'll say whether we would break up or try to make it work. Okay. So I'm gonna get going here. I'm gonna start us off.
All right.
Your husband confesses that they or he secretly took out a $30,000 loan before you moved in together and never told you. You only find out when debt collectors start calling.
Asshole.
Tell me what you really
Then
think,
you
Susan.
pay the debt. Why are
pays?
you not paying your bill?
Well,
I don't know that I
let me just say
up.
that ship has sailed because now
Yeah.
there is
What's
a
done
debt
is
collector.
done. Yeah.
So what do? Do you make up with him or break up with him?
You make up with him if you love him. I mean, he's
Oh, you're going to pay that You're going to pay that $30,000
is.
bill, Susan?
He is.
He can't. A debt collector is there.
He's
If he
not
had
paying.
the
I would
money,
take over the finances and make sure that payment is made. What about you?
well, if
Kathy's
it were
going to
boy-
write a check. It's over. Here's 30,000. Let's not do this again.
like Kathy has 30,000 just
You're going to
floating
get a
around.
spanking tonight.
You said your husband. If he weren't I got to be honest. If you were my boyfriend and I was living with him,
Totally different.
he's out.
It's her husband.
I take marriage, very seriously. I'm with you. We would have a very serious conversation about finances going forward, and I would want to see check stubs or
I'd be
whatever.
divorced. Yeah.
There would be an arrangement. I'm not divorcing him over that.
But this next one, Kathy, you're not
Wait a
gonna
minute.
like.
However, he's going to take another loan of $30,000. You know why? He's going to buy me a Philip Petit diamond encrusted watch.
No, man, that's a hard one. Okay. Your partner admits they drunkenly kissed an ex at a wedding, but swear it meant nothing and immediately regretted it. WTF. Drunkenly kissed an ex? Kiss my butt. No. No excuse.
You going to break up?
Oh. No, I'll just be pissed
Oh, listen,
off for a while.
Susan the big talker, kiss my ass.
No, I'm going to be
Are you
pissed
gonna break
off.
up?
Like,
Oh, wait.
seriously. Okay. Takes two. I'm going to go kiss one of my ex. How do you feel? But
You're
it's not
not-
going to mean anything.
You're not really going to do that.
No.
I would. You know what? I got to be honest.
Hmm.
I always look at words. I'm being honest. You're going to laugh at me,
All right.
but I look at the specificity
He
of the words.
admits.
Your partner. I don't know if he's been my partner for a week. He's out of there. If he's been my partner for a year, I'm going to have a conversation with him. It really, to me, would depend on how long he's been my
And
partner.
how would that conversation make you okay with this? What would that conversation sound like?
If I'd been with him long enough,
Mhm.
I believe I would know. Just Kathy, I'm not saying
Right.
all women.
No.
I think I would know his intentions and I would know his character. And would I like it that he did it? Absolutely not.
No.
But I will tell you, it would make me on guard. I'd be wary. I'd be cautious. I'd be looking to see. And if
would
it ever
start
happened
a
again,
lot of trouble.
if it ever happened again, he'd be out. Because you know what? You and I, Susan, people, Bachelor Nation, we talk about this stuff offline. Susan, how many times have I said to you, the man that I'm going to be with, I'm going to trust him implicitly, and he could trust me implicitly.
Mhm.
And if I
But
don't
then
have
shit
that,
like this happens, then the trust
well,
goes.
that's what I'm saying. Then I'm going to be wary. And if I've been his partner for a month, a month and a day, it's over.
Yeah. And you know what?
That's me.
Don't drink anymore if you can't handle it.
Well, alcohol is an excuse, I think, for bad behavior.
Yeah, it is. It is.
All right.
All right.
Here's the next one.
Okay.
Your partner refuses to post about you on social media after 2 years together, saying they like to keep their private life. They like to keep their private life separate when you confront them, but they frequently post about their friends, jobs, and hobbies. Susan, I can tell you this happened to a very good
here?
friend of mine.
Okay.
This
go on.
actually, and you know why? He did. He would post pictures. I mean, I bet this is like this.
It
is
could be
like-
them.
Yeah, it could be them. But I'm not gonna mention their names.
Okay.
But I will tell you the advice I gave her, and I turned out I was right. You know why he didn't post her? He had a girlfriend in every port. Yep. He travels a lot. He had girlfriends in Europe, girlfriends in Texas. And I said to her, if he weren't, I remember we had this conversation. I said, if he were not posting at all, that would be one thing.
That's
but
a
he's
red flag.
he's posting pictures of his friends, girls and guys he's with, like
His
group
job,
things,
his hobbies. Yeah.
everything, but not her. And I said, that's a red flag. And when
Yeah, it
about
is a
6
red
months
flag.
later, guess what? She found out.
Bye-bye.
And guess what? It was
Breakup.
bye-bye.
That's a breakup.
That's absolutely a breakup.
All right. Your husband gets fired from their job for misconduct.
Ugh.
And by that, she means flirting with coworkers, sending inappropriate emails. They insist it was harmless and blown out of proportion.
He got fired.
Fired? You're, done. Because they'll probably lie.
I mean, again, I don't know. I don't want to sound wishy-washy. God, I'm morphing into you, Susan.
I'm telling you.
I don't want to sound wishy-washy. It would depend how long I've been married to this guy.
Yeah, and how bad the inappropriate
You know, I would go
emails
from,
were.
I'd want more details.
You know what, Kathy? I'm a jokester and say things. It might be. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt if he shows her everything and she goes, "Oh, seriously? You know, I get it, but you're stupid. Don't ever do it again." It
Right.
could maybe not be a breakup that you would make up, depending on what was in the emails. I would have to see the wording. How about you?
What if he just, but you know, that's a slippery slope too.
Yeah.
Honestly, for me, it would be, again, I'd look at what I thought his intentions were. You know, if it's my husband, I know him pretty well.
Yeah.
And for me, I might not leave him right that minute, but I think it would really cut
would
into,
start
it would cut a
something, yeah.
swath into our
Yeah.
relationship.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
So it's a makeup and maybe breakup.
We'll give it time.
Can I just say, I have turned into Susan. Susan always says both. You can't have both, Susan. You have to pick one or the other. No, I don't. All right. Kathy's now adopted that. Makeup, maybe breakup. All right, go.
Okay.
The next one.
Your husband quits his job without telling you, and he has no plan. Babe, why did you do that? I don't think that's a breakup because there's obviously a reason, right? I got to get more facts. I need more facts.
Yeah, we need more facts. I would say,
You don't break up over that.
I don't know. Is your,
Kathy, if your man quits his job, you're going, don't let the door hit you in the ass.
I'm going to, you know what? How are we going to pay the Amex bill?
The $30,000.
Yeah, I just bought myself a new Philip Patek diamond encrusted watch. How are we paying for that one? I don't know. That is, again, it is not a breakup imminently, but it might portend. I love that word.
Well, he
it might
better go get a
a-
job.
Yeah, exactly.
All
All
right,
right.
go ahead.
Your partner lies about small things constantly. Where they are, who they're with, how much they spent, but nothing major. Those are all major.
Red, 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 red. Don't
Crimson,
lie to
crimson.
me.
Don't lie to me.
Don't
You know,
lie
can I tell you?
It's stupid.
Okay, wait, I have a question. With your husband, were there any, like, I can tell you what my non-negotiable was with my husband. Did you have any non-negotiables? Like you do that and we're done with your husband?
Yeah, probably if you ever cheat or, lie
So-
or I don't know.
So with my husband, I said, I can deal with a lot, but if you ever cheat on me, I'm out. And he said the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, that was my thing.
That was his
all.
thing. Well, that's understandable.
So wait a minute, we have to go back to the other question. You're sending emails to other women? Oh, wait, you're out. All right, go.
Okay, your partner never takes your side when you're in public. If you're having a disagreement with your friend, for example, even about something silly, he never sides with you.
I'm not breaking up with him, but
I'm not
I'm going
breaking
to
up with him.
tear him a new one when we
Really,
get
dude,
home.
what is your problem? Like, why
Yeah.
can't you ever agree with me? Yeah.
Yeah,
I get
I
it.
would. I mean, would you
I
do it in
wouldn't break
public
up.
though, or would you wait till you got home?
Well, me, if it happens and he's doing it again, I'd probably go, why do you always do that? You never side with me.
In public, you would say that,
Yeah.
but would you get home and get more angry?
No, I'd snip it in the butt.
No. You think that would nip it in the bud?
He never, ever takes your side in public. Why? I want to know why.
And you're going to ask him around all the friends that are.
Well, it
that
depends
he's-
on what you're saying and what the situation is. Not every time, though. But I would go home and talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not breaking up,
No. But
But
I
I'm
want to
gonna-
talk about it. Why
gonna talk
do you
about it.
never? Does he
and
not
he's going to have
agree?
to buy me a very expensive
There she
makeup
goes
gift.
again.
Again,
Well, that
wait,
was fun.
wait, why does it? I mean, here's the thing that worries me about us. You know me, and you know I'm joking,
Mhm.
and that I don't need a man who can buy me a $30,000
know.
watch.
I know.
Now, if he wants to, I'd be, if somebody wants to give me a red box, that would be Cartier, or a blue box, that would be Tiffany.
Tiffany.
I would be like, thank you so much. But would that be enough for you for a guy?
For what? To give you gifts?
I'm saying, would that be enough for you to be interested in a guy if he
No.
showered you with expensive gifts?
No. I need to like him.
Would you give the gifts back?
No.
No. Susan's vehemently shaking her head.
No.
No. Hell no. Not just no. Hell no.
I
You
didn't
wouldn't
find
give
those
the-
guys in my lifetime.
I mean, I had a husband who bought me some nice gifts, but I had a guy I dated. I swear to God, he bought me a set of mixing bowls. He bought me a steamer, a frother for my coffee. I was like, sweetest ever.
For a day, like a birthday or something, or just random gifts?
No, for my birthday. No, just like Christmas. It was like utilitarian.
No,
Here's
not good.
here's a.
You sit him down and tell him this is not how you
Can I
do
tell you what he
this."
gave me for my birthday though? That I still love because everyone knows me. I'm a voracious reader.
Mhm.
He gave me a Kindle,
That was a
the
good
top
gift.
of the line Kindle, and you know what? Can I tell you how often I think of him when I read on that Kindle?
Not at all. It's all about
Never.
the book.
That's right. Oh my God, you really do know me, don't you? All right, this was so
was
much
fun.
fun. Again, I just hope that you guys, you listeners, love listening to us and hearing our advice and just getting to know a little bit more about us because, again, this friendship that started on The Golden Bachelor
Yeah.
is real, and we have so much fun together. And
We do.
we always wish that the people listening to us have people in their lives too who care and love them.
Absolutely.
That's my wish for today.
And
Anyway,
if you are enjoying us, make sure to follow us on Bachelor Happy Hour. And we have new stuff coming out every single week. I don't want you to miss it because you never know what we're going to talk about.
that's right. Could be a question from you. It could be. So if you want it to be a question from
What
you
do they
or a
do,
comment,
Kathy? Tell them what to
I mean,
do.
if I swear, I just going to tattoo it on my forehead. Submit your questions by going or comments or whatever by going to bachelornation.com/golden hour or DM us on Instagram at Bachelor Happy Hour.
And if you have a problem, you just let us know and we will try to help you.
We will
Just
solve
make
it.
sure to listen to Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you listen to your podcast. This was fun. Thanks for joining
So much
us.
fun. Have a great week, everybody.
Ciao.